Well, we're back again with a summon video. One that's not streamed and one that's recorded straight for YouTube for the first time in possibly over a year at this point since I started streaming more regularly. But, today's not a stream day, don't have the time to stream today, so... Or at least not at the standard schedule that I normally would. So instead we're going to be doing a summon, or at least the free summons on the Halloween Fantasia rerun, which also has other units rate up. So if we head on over to the Worm Sigils, we have some non-Halloween units up as well. We've got Kimono Alazan, we've got Mitsuba, Grimnir, Ilya, Alberius. If there's one unit here that's part of the Halloween Limited Showcase that I'd recommend you spark, if you don't manage to get Halloween Lowen, I might actually recommend that people spark for him, despite him being a 4-star, because I think he's possibly one of the most impactful adventurers out of the Halloween roster. Everyone else is sort of okay. Halloween Mouse is like, hey, you get poison res down, but, for a little bit of extra SP cost from Forma Noel, for example, you get that poison res down utility as well as Dispel, which may not be as good because it costs more as a result, but it's always okay. Halloween Mim, also crit damage co-ability, may be worth going for, but as for everyone else, like Halloween Alazan's not really that used anymore. Halloween Odetta got a terrible Spiral Pre 2.0. Then Halloween Althemia, Halloween Edward, I feel like they're more really memey than anything else. But either way, Illy is the only adventurer here that I don't have. There's also a Raphael here, so there's some non-Halloween dragons here. Halloween Maritimus, possibly a good pickup for healers, but if you already have Gavda and Shenna, for example, the Strength and Skill Charge Dragon? Yeah. Then also a good choice for healers. Halloween Maritimus probably only an upgrade if you're using shield skills, because those scale off your hit points. But without further ado, let's do our free tenfolds. There's nothing much I'm particularly hoping for here, because obviously I've already got all the Halloween adventurers, but is there anything off focus I would like? Cecile, maybe. Yukata Lathna would be nice. Kimono Luca, I think, is an adventure that I'm really trying to hoping to get. Just mostly because I think Kimono Luca would help me do Auto Iblis a bit better. But hey, 2 Halloween Silka. Limited Dragon, not actually used. If I remember correctly, she's split bonus, but for newer players, I don't know. Maybe put her on your healers, that kind of thing. As with this though, I don't think we're hoping for particularly much, though we could get a break at the end. So I always watch through these animations. No. Okay. Possibly Halloween Odetta at the end there. Yep. There's 2. Okay. Right, free tenfold number 3. So, oh hey, Gold Fafnir. So we do get a 5-star before the free 10s, which is nice. Before the end. Just 1 5-star there. It's a dragon. I mean, the rate up dragon is Halloween Maritimus, right? Do I want an extra one? Probably not. Can we? I'd say maybe like a... I don't know. I mean, now that they've released the 5th Unbinds for dragons, I'm hoping they do something with the Primed Strength dragons, right? Nope. May have done it. Oh, Halloween Lowen. So for those of you that don't have him, good pickup. Yeah, pretty much we'll skip there, but not to worry. There's more tenfolds to be done. What was I saying? Yeah, the Prime Strength Dragons, honestly, didn't see too much use. They had, like, some applications during time attack, but even then, that was uncommon. Like, the shorter the time attack fights got, the less impactful they became, I feel. And... not too much there. 5 more free tenfolds. What else am I potentially hoping for? I think Undercover Grace could be fun to play with, using Flash of Desperation stuff? I'm not actually sure if she interacts with it particularly well. Just a reminder for those of you watching that aren't aware, Flash of Desperation doesn't typically work very well with characters that already deal more damage at lower hit points because they use the same bracket, and they don't actually multiply or add in any way. Whichever one's better simply overrides. So for example, Belina, I believe actually she does get a tiny bit more powerful with Flash of Desperation, but only like the multiplier goes from 1.5 to 1.6, which is not particularly worth it? I don't know. I forget. But either way, I think there is a wiki page that's worth looking at for that kind of stuff. For example, I think Natalie naturally gets a double bonus on her S1 or something like that, so Flash of Desperation does literally nothing for her. Another dragon. The dragons are 0.8% rate up, if I remember correctly, so... I mean, that's normal, right? You always get more focus dragons like this. It's not Halloween anymore, Maritimus, it's the 4th of November! Oh god. Oh, Edward. But, hey, another dragon. I think, if I remember correctly, he also gives a skill damage ring buff zone with his skill, which... Okay, kinda useless in Sinister Dominion stuff, but... actually not too bad for what is essentially healer utility, right? If you use it at the right point, you can boost your team's damage by quite a bit, considering that skill damage buffs are fairly rare, and so I'll sit in their own bracket for the most part as well. But, you know, Bunny's just that good, god. They really didn't... It honestly feels like they didn't really test Bunny a whole lot before they released him. But, you know, what's done is done. Nerfing stuff in gachas makes a lot of people upset. That's not to say Dragalia Lust has gone without any nerfs though. We did have Vice nerfed with a 2.0, but given that he was a 3-star, and I think they actually refunded some materials as well. Given that he was a 3-star, oh hey, Rainbow for the last free tenfold. Given that he was a 3-star, like, it's fairly cheap. Yeah, they didn't lose a lot of goodwill there, and like I think a lot of the community was kind of understanding the fact that Vice was a bit overtuned for a 3-star. Even though I feel like, yeah, some people are understanding, but some people are obviously upset that like their cheap end game viable character got nerfed. I just noticed her shoes are glowing. Very good. Oh, second Halloween Maritimus. I think I'll just hold on to these extra copies. Like, there's no particular need for them, I'm not particularly starved for Eldwater, that kind of thing. So... I think I'll just leave it. You know, Chapter 13 X12, very hard. Eldwater farming stage, whenever that chapter's on half stamina, you better get there for Eldwater. Anyway, for those of you that are unaware, Worm Sigils only cost 200 this time round. They're doing a bit of a discount for sigils on this banner, so I think I'm gonna go, I'm gonna grab myself an Ilia. I'm gonna grab myself an Ilia here. No particular need for Raphael, so... Ilia time. Yeah, I think it's a good time for Ilia. So, we'll do the other tenfolds, I guess. And maybe we got something interesting off focus at the same time. I don't know. We'll see. You know, I just remembered. The last time I used to do summon videos like this, I never included a face cam. In fact, I'd never actually revealed my face before I started streaming, if I remember correctly. So, if you guys have been... Well, to be fair, I have made poll videos from those streams, so like people that have watched my poll videos between now and the last time I did a YouTube exclusive poll video may have seen my face already, but for those of you that have somehow identified that this is not this is a YouTube exclusive poll, unless you're gonna watch it as opposed to my streamed ones, I don't know. I don't think that kind of person exists. but I don't think there was anything particularly interesting from this one. Halloween Althemia. Was she one of our earliest instances of a DPS healer, or did Heinward come out before that? I actually don't know. I do know, I do remember that Heinward came out year 1 there. To the best of my knowledge. It's been a while. Good god, the game's 3 years old already. Time flies, huh? But you know, with the recent release of Gala Chronos Nyx as well, we're gonna see we might see some pretty interesting galas from now on, because obviously Gala Chronos Nyx was sort of just out of left field, right? We had no idea, no story indication that he could be added, so we might be about to see some really, really oddball additions. Though, to be fair, adventure-wise, I think we're still waiting on the likes of, like, Gatov, Sheila, maybe? I feel like Gatov was actually in a datamine leak a long time ago, before the Persona characters were even out. So, like, he's been slated, I feel like, for adventure release for a really long while. Just hasn't come to be just yet for some odd reason. Excess sent to goodie box. Ah, I believe I'm full on dragons again. It's always a thing that happens nowadays. Full on dragon storage. But it's probably because I hoard so many 5-star dragons as well. Like, instead of fusing them, I'm just like, I could get more Eldwater out of them if I farm the essences. But then I just go, I don't even farm the essences even after saying that. So, I don't really know why that reasoning is nowadays. Hey, another Halloween loan. I mean, he's on like, what, 1.75%, right? So, moderately common. Like, it's obviously it's still possible to do your free summons and additional summons and not get a Halloween loan, which honestly would suck, but not impossible, right? Such as Gacha, another 5-star dragon. Yeah, possibly the most impactful, I'll say it again, possibly one of the most impactful Spark choices you could go for in this banner. Kind of feels bad because he's a 4-star, but I do feel like some people would give him like honorary 5-star status just because of how impactful he is. Status? Status? How do people say that? Is that a regional thing? Someone's gonna tell me it's gonna be an American versus UK English thing again, huh? Oh, another 5-star. I should have known already. We had the Fafnirs, but can we get an off-focus like? It's another dragon. Have we gotten any 5-star adventurers? I don't think we have. They've all been dragons. If I was someone that hadn't pulled for the adventurers in advance, like when they were first run, this would be a really, really sucky banner for me. If I was trying to fill out the roster now, I'd be weeping. Oh lord. But everything for Ilya, right? And everything else is Eldwater on the way, so not all that bad. Yeah, at least we're not getting bare minimum 10 rolls as well. We may have gotten like maybe 1, but we've been fairly fortunate to not low roll on any of these pulls, right? Not that you're supposed to pull for Eldwater. Again, oh, that's a lot of Halloween Silk. But Silka. But again, chapter 13, very hard X1, 2. Another rainbow. Yeah, that's the stage you want to be farming for Eldwater when it's on half stamina for best efficiency, but it's actually still not too bad when it's full stamina. Oh, an X! Who am I missing that's an X? Samapatia. Kimono Luca. Jubajier. I don't know who else. But it's probably Halloween Mem, right? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, Halloween Mem. Am I jinxing myself when I call those out? I'm not actually sure. I might be jinxing myself. It was like, oh, it's probably this adventure I already have. But, God, that last summon session. Just the Pazuzu call, the Hawk call. Everything just lined up perfectly for those. Those don't happen every day, huh? Either way, this is the last tenfold we'll be doing because I'll be sparking for Ilya unless I somehow manage to get her here. But yeah, make sure you pull. Will I have this video up in time on the day? Probably. Make sure you pull, do your 100-fold. You can't roll it over to another banner. I think some people actually tried to save the 100 pulls from the last time we got it. I think it was like, was it 3rd anniversary or like 2.5 anniversary? I forget. But the last time we had a 100 free pull event, some people didn't log in. Some people thought it could be saved. Some people thought that they just received 10 tenfold vouchers for some reason. But we're gonna get ourselves an Ilya. That's the only adventure we don't have? It would have been nice to have her a long time ago for Legend Tartarus. I mean, we already had... Well, not just Legend Tartarus, but just in general. Like, she's okay. She's a good generalist, I feel. Hey, another adventurer. And with that means my primary dream summon target is now someone else. I don't know who to get here. I think I go for Kimono Luka, actually. But yeah, if I just scroll through the list and just show you what I've got as targets, we've got Undercover Grace, Yukata Cassandra, Finny, Fabless Tobias, Yukata Lathna, Oraja Mitsuba, Summon Orwin, Kimono Luka, Akasha, Cecile, Civilian Leaf, Pecorine, Farron, Yukata Karin, Shubachier, Isaac, Summer Shell, Summer Patio, Forte. Dragon-wise, is there anything I don't have? Rose Queen, Summer Cat She, Raphael, Andromeda. None of those dragons particularly strike me as ones I want. And as fun as the rest of these adventurers seem, I think Kimono Luka is possibly the one I grab here just for auto-Iblis reasons. Yeah, I think we do this. Oh, Dream Summon Special. And that's Kimono Luka in the bag. Anyway, I think that's about it for the summon session. I hope you guys get decent luck. If you guys weren't able to pull well on Halloween banners before, you know, this is your chance to try and fill that out and maybe spark for someone on the cheap. That kind of thing, if you had 100 summons saved up. If not, you know, there's always adventurer stories, clearing stages you haven't before for the first clear bonus. You can also rush Trials of the Mighty for the extra, I think 1500 Wormite for that as well, if you haven't done that already. That's in the limited endeavors, that kind of thing. Yeah, hopefully you guys got decent luck, you got what you wanted. Let me know what you're aiming for in the Halloween showcase today. You know, not too bad. Till next time, guys. Am I saying that right? Till next time, guys. Take it easy, stay safe, and good luck in your upcoming pulls.